Dear future me, this is SuperSight right here, and it's been a crazy last 2 days. It really has. I've had some really highs and some really lows. It's just everything's gone crazy. And it all comes back to one amazing person, and his name is MrBeast. So I was, as you know, it will have been released just yesterday, and then this here was, I've been up and down so much, just like within the last 48 hours, I thought I'd do this one here. So it's in regards to MrBeast. So anyway, yesterday I was ultra inspired after watching like 45 of his videos. And anyway, I was very, very happy and excited, and yeah. And then you know, I went to bed and got up and that. And then I watched a few more of his videos and got some ideas about videos I was going to do. And so I started doing one of them, which was to do super chats and that. And so, like, do super chats, like, but I'd just do it with $1 rather than $100. So give out a whole heap of super chats. Anyway, that video didn't work out. I couldn't find enough people online that super chat was even enabled for. So that didn't really work. And then I was going to go on Twitch, but then I sort of looked it up and I'm like, that didn't work either. And then it was like, just thinking about it all and watching his whole history and that. And then I actually just got really depressed from it all. I was just really depressed. So I went from like, he's so inspirational to the point where it's like, I'm never going to be MrBeast. It's like, he is just miles, he's leagues ahead, he's miles ahead. I'm not going to be even close. And I've like, even since December 2018, I've always felt this huge, like, as in, I don't know, he's just like the YouTuber I wanted to be. He's this guy that like just thinks of these incredible, amazing ideas. And, you know, he's done, you know, getting to 100,000 in that. And I feel like I'm a terrible person, like, I'm a terrible YouTuber if I can't do that, if I can't match it. And, you know, I feel almost obliged to count to 100,000. I know I'd absolutely hate it, and I know it's just basically copying what he did. But it's not to copy what he did, it's just to, like, prove myself that I'm actually that level of good YouTuber. But it's like, I don't need to, but I feel like I have to. I feel like he has just been so original throughout this whole thing, and I'm not even close. And it got me really, really, really down. It really did. And yeah, but then I thought, well, hang on. Although, yes, I haven't got, you know, all these people around that I can do, you know, these in real life videos or do these awesome videos that he's coming up with every week. It's like, I'm still pretty young. He's pretty young. It's not like it's over. It's like I've still got, you know, another 20, 30 years to, you know, try things. You know, it's not over. It feels like I just look at my situation, I'm like, I haven't got great recording equipment or headset or that, and it's never going to work out. But then I just look at his success, and I've been watching so many of his videos, I just feel inspired. Literally every time I watch his video, I'm like inspired. That's how I get inspiration now. Just watch his videos. Although at the same time, it cuts it deep into me realizing like I failed. It's like I could have done that, and I didn't. And that really, really hurts. But it's this combination of inspiration and hurt. But seeing his videos, the fact that he became like it was his ideas, his unique, random, original ideas that propelled him to where he was. It wasn't like this ultra fancy edited video, and if it was, then I would have no chance of getting it. But it was just these ideas, just simple, stupid ideas like counting to 10,000 got him to where he is. Yet, yeah, and so then it like gives me hope. It's like, I just need ideas. I just need to think through the stuff. And I feel like I'll never get anywhere close to where he is. Never anywhere close. I'll never be, I don't know, I just look at him, I listen to his videos and listen to him, and I'm like, he's got the perfect personality. And then I just look at me, I'm like, I'm just so boring to listen to and that. And I don't know, it just feels like really sad. And then it's like, and then you look at his videos, it's like he has this whole history of these amazing videos and how much he's progressed. But he was entertaining all the way through, all through his commentaries, and most of them have less than like 10,000 views. I find them so interesting, listening to what he had to say all the way through. It's like, I've got none of that. And I hear his, you know, like his outro and that. It's like, that's part of him. He's so unique. You know, he's thought of all these, you know, subscribe or you lose your Fortnite account, stuff like that, you know, and he's got, you know, with all the outros and the different, the screens and that, and also the song. It's like, I've never had any of that. I don't know if I ever will. And it's same with like the merch. He was like onto it way back, and it's like, I, you know, haven't really even thought it's realistic to at least 100K, but it's sort of like, it hurts to think, like, for me, it's really hard to accept the fact it's like, I can't be MrBeast, so I'm not going to have that outro song or the intro song that he has. I'm not going to think of those same ideas he thought of. I'm not going to, you know, have those hilarious things all the way through. It's like, I need to be me. I need to create my own thing, but it hurts because I feel like he's superior and I'm just suboptimal, and so then it's like, well, how can the suboptimal think of any ideas that even come close, let alone better than MrBeast himself? And so it's sort of like this really hard thing of me like accepting the fact that It is what it is, and I just have to, like, you know, I have lots of ideas. I've written down heaps of them, even since yesterday. I've listed about 10 different ideas I'd like to do, some of which are inspired by MrBeast. He'll say something, and then I'll just think of an idea related to what he was mentioning in that, but I need to stay inspired and not get too down, and I've sort of went from, like, getting ultra inspired to then feeling ultra down that I'd never reach his point, and then I've sort of gone, like, up again a little bit, thinking, I can do this. It's not over. It's not over. You know, like, I feel like this is such the perfect analogy. There's such a perfect analogy from, like, when I remember seeing in his videos, when he's so aspired to be PewDiePie. He was like, PewDiePie is a man, PewDiePie is awesome. I think PewDiePie is awesome. But then it's like, he's now the equivalent person to me, and I'm just like, MrBeast, he is so awesome, he is so amazing, and I've even made this thing, entitled it, like, this little PowerPoint 2 slides that I have, and it said, like, from PewDiePie to MrBeast, from MrBeast to SuperSight, and the fact that I hope I'll be like MrBeast. I don't think I ever will be, and it's sad, because I really would love to be like him. I don't know. I just don't think I have the personality. I don't have the same motivation, the same passion that he had. You could just tell from day one with his videos, you know, like from right when he started, not necessarily, like throughout all his commentaries, the very early years we had not even 1,000 subscribers, he was so ultra passionate the whole way through, and I feel like I definitely had that right at the start. I was like, this is so cool, this is so awesome, but I feel like I've kind of lost that, and I feel like I'm just not as passionate, I'm not as driven as he was, and I feel like because I'm not matching the same level that he was, and in regards to passion and enthusiasm and that, I feel like I'll never be as good as him, and I'm sure I probably never will be as good as him, but it's just like, it's painful, just like, it's sad, but at the same time, it's sort of like, there's hope that there's still years. There's years of YouTube. If I can think of these good ideas, there's still a hope that I'll actually do all right. And so I hold out that hope with this like an incredible role model of a YouTube person and a personality and a channel, MrBeast, and I think maybe, just maybe, I can be a little bit like him. Just maybe. And so that's I'm gonna try it. Just sort of be myself more on videos rather than just, you know, stick to these 2 games or do this, and sort of not enjoy that much. I'm like, well, yeah, I'll still do those 2 games, but I want to try these other videos. I want to try some of my own ideas. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't want to, like, ruin the algorithm or ruin it for them by putting all these other videos in the feed. But it's like, ultimately, I need to be myself. If I'm not myself, I'm not genuine. If I'm not being who I am, that's just going to be a killer of the channel as well. It's going to be more likely a killer of the channel than me posting all these videos that most people won't be interested in, but some people will, and maybe one of them will go viral. Who knows? Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. So yeah, thank you again, MrBeast, for the huge inspiration and the huge motivation you've been to my channel. I really do appreciate you. Who knows where I'll be in two years? Who knows, who knows, who knows? Hopefully still YouTubing. Hopefully a few more subs. Anyway, have an awesome day. Thank you so much.